Hello, this is just a quick video that shows you how I use the reports and the performance reports that are inside Connect. And so what I'm showing you is just a basic screen of one of my Connect courses that I have used last semester. And what I do is I just click on performance at the top of the screen. When that drops down, just click on reports, and then you'll see the list of reports on the right-hand side. You can view assignment reports or student performance for individual students. You can look at how the students did overall on assignments. There's lots of different ways to view these reports. So I'll just click on the screen so you can see what these look like when that screen loads. At first you have an at a glance, and this is just showing you how students did. So if I click on, or I don't even have to click, if I just put my cursor over one of these assignment bars, you'll see that it tells you what the assignment is. It'll tell you how many students completed this and what they did on it, like what they scored overall. And so this is a very good way that you can kind of scroll through here and see which assignments students are struggling with the most right off the bat. And so if you scroll down, you'll see that you can then click on to different ways to view assignments. So assignment results, you'll be able to look at the assignment scores by students. You'll be able to click on individual students with student performance. You can look at how students did overall with the assignment statistics. You can also look at something, and this is what I do quite frequently, is looking at the at-risk report. If you click on the at-risk report, you will find that it will break down how the students are doing overall in your class. And so you'll see that the students that show up in red right here, about 17% of the class, they just were not that engaged in the assignments. And they were scoring fairly low overall and just not a lot of performance out of them. You can then send a message to these students inside Connect. This is not an email that goes to their student email. This is a message inside Connect. So if you prefer to do that, you can just click on this right here and send that. There's also the second group of students that are just kind of in the middle. They're doing a lot of the assignments, but maybe they're not doing that well. And so maybe they just need a little extra encouragement to, kind of pick it up a little bit. And then you'll see that there are students that are doing very well. And of course, I have several different screens of these students. And the ones in green are the ones that are scoring consistently well on these assignments. And so they're doing okay, where these students here are not doing so well. So you can see immediately which group of students you might need to reach out to in order to help out. There's also another report that I use all the time, and that would be one of the LearnSmart SmartBook reports. And so what I like to view is these LearnSmart reports, and of course, in the newer versions of Connect, Connect 2.0, we have a SmartBook 2.0, and that will look slightly different on the screen, but yet the majority of the information will all be the same. So if I click on these reports from last semester, I can view how students did on these LearnSmart SmartBook modules. And these are the adaptive reading assignments that have questions that go along with them. And we can drill down and find out what our students don't know and how many students are missing in particular questions. We can look at these things in real time. So therefore, we are able to find out what our students don't know ahead of our assessments. So let me give you an example of this. What I do is when I have a LearnSmart SmartBook module, I make that a preparatory assignment. And so the students will complete that assignment module before they come to class, and I usually make it the minute that class is due. And so right before I walk into class, 2 or 3 minutes prior, I'll quickly pull this up. I'll click on the missed questions report. I'll click on the chapter that I'm about to speak on. So let's say that's like chapter 10. I'm about to speak on chapter 10, I can see the live data from my students that I'm about to go in and talk to right here on the screen. And so I know that 69 times the questions about job enrichment were missed. 69 times, that's a lot. 62 times we have questions related to Oichi's theory Z. Those questions were missed. And then 58 times about expectancy theory. We know right off the bat that our students don't, or my students, when they went through this, they did not fully understand Oichi's theory Z. They didn't understand expectancy theory or some of the other motivational theories that are found in the motivation chapter. So when I am about to give my lecture, I know that I need to focus on those a little bit more emphatically, because I know that my students didn't do so well on them. And so this is the top 10 questions that my students missed. And I have a chance to change what they know about these things when I go to see them next. And in this case, it would be within just a few minutes that I would start talking about, employee motivation in chapter 10. So this is amazing, and it gives you the chance to actually change the future. And so I really, really like that report. Now, if I go back, we can look at this in different ways too. We can look at this with the most challenging learning objectives. And so maybe we don't want to get to the actual questions. Maybe we just want to hit on the learning objectives that were the most difficult for the students. And so once again, I would click on chapter 10, and I know that right here, the top learning objectives that were the most challenging would be list the ways that businesses can motivate their workers to perform better. And once again, these are those motivational theories that we were drilling down in just a minute ago with the most frequently missed question report. So I know what I need to focus my attention on when I go in to speak to the students. And so these are excellent reports, and this is just a small sampling of what you can do with these and all the different ways that you can view how your students are doing. And so there are other ways to look at these reports too. And if you have more questions about this, all you need to do is on the screen that you are seeing before you, you just simply come up and click on Help. If you click on Help and click Tutorials, you will then be brought to the Help Center that will give you a chance to type in any questions that you have, and it will guide you there. And I have also included that website in your reverse class test. If you also click on Help and click on Support, it will then take you to a screen where you can type in your information, and then someone will contact you. And so it might be, if you have a question about the materials or what's available, maybe your rep will reach out to you. If this is something else, then maybe there'll be a technical expert that will help you in what you're needing. And so there's always ways for you to get more assistance wherever you go. And so anyway, this is just a small sampling of what you can do inside Connect. It's very easy. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. I'd be very happy to help you with this. And so we'll keep moving on to our next assignment. Thanks.